For the latest top tips, reviews and advice, please subscribe below.
Hello and welcome to Attwoolls Camping and Leisure with me, Mike. Today I'm giving you guys a review on an updated model for the 2019 season. This here is the Vango Galli 2 Compact. So there's a few changes that happened to 2019, one of which is the colour. So what they've done is they've taken away the black and just made it a kind of a bit more of a nicer grey. I think personally it works and looks probably a little bit sharper than the black, but generally what they've also done is running with the same kind of fabric, but they've changed actually colour lock in it. So colour lock is a brand new concept for 2019, and it's something that Vango have created, something that allows the fabric to last about twice as long as it did previously, but also necessarily not fade as quickly. So something that makes it's going to happen to make, you know, your tent or awning last even longer than necessarily it would do. So it's a brilliant sort of thing. It means that you can actually use lighter fabrics if you wanted to, but still keep that sort of rough and toughness in it. Compact's no different. Obviously this is the smaller version of the normal Galli. Comes in a tall and also a low. We've got a low with us here. Generally, I think for me the Galli is probably a better model than this. It's worth spending that little bit extra really to go for that. But I totally understand if you want something that's a bit more smaller and sort of fits side on to the vehicle rather than necessarily the same, you know, away from the vehicle that way, I think it kind of works. You've got Vango's supersized beams positioned in here, and each beam's done individually. You can check out our own Attwoolls pitching and packing videos on how simple, quick and easy it is to kind of pitch this model up. Generally, like I said, in terms of spec, you've got obviously beautiful big crystal clear windows, which actually been upgraded yet again. And in terms of the attachment, you've got doors, so you can enter through the door to go into your vehicle without having to go through the awning every time. Nice big storm straps on the front to give you good bracing and strength, but still aluminum sort of fluorescent guy ropes with line lock system to give you that extra bit of torsion, a bit lower level as well. On the front part here, a good size sheltered canopy, so you can sit out here in a nice evening if it's raining or windy, just tucked away a little bit with a table and chairs, and you've still got good amount of coverage. Yet again, it helps to mean you've got a flat fronted door in the main part of it, which you see you've got a nice mesh panel here, so it makes a small footprint feel bigger because you've obviously got more internal kind of headroom if you want. Generally, I'd say it's probably a nice model. We'll talk through a bit more about kind of the sizing and certain things as we head inside. So let's see what it has to offer. So now we're inside the Galli, you kind of get a little bit better grasp for kind of layouts and the internal size of it. So it's the first thing you see is the canopy, decent sort of depth. Like I said, table and chairs out there, no problem. When you get into the main body of it, one thing I'd say is in relation to something like probably the Keeler, it feels probably a little bit smaller, but obviously you benefit from the canopy at the front. But you've got a mesh door located there, which you can obviously zip it up and have that good circulation inside. Probably my biggest criticism of it is necessarily if you were to use it to put in a bedroom in, is the fact that it takes up pretty much half your space, and actually for that matter half the door. Whereas where I think really if you're looking to sleep, the Galli, the non sort of compact version, is a better model to go for. It's more a case you also use this for additional sort of day room. I mean, you could in theory put the bedroom up, but you want to take it down during the daytime to actually use the internal room, and that's the point. You've still got great features like Vango's TBS system, so it allows you to obviously put, give almost like internal guidelines, just to give you a bit of bracing. So worst case scenario, if we were to have a wind in, it just tensions that part as well. But with the Vango sort of like over supersized beams, what you do find is actually it's very stable in the wind. And obviously, like we said, very easy to put up itself. Generally, like I said, it's into the attachment part here. You've got a door, yet again with a mesh part on there, so it allows you to have circulation of air, and there's actually no kind of lip into that attachment area. With the two doors on the either side, yet again that allows you to have versatility. You can go into the sort of main part of the awning and through into the vehicle without going through this part all the time. SkyTrack is actually in this as well, so you've got a little hanging point here which you can use for lanterns or creating, because it sort of goes all the way along the bottom, you can actually put in little storage units that go on the SkyTrack. Alternatively, you know, pop a little line in there, or the sunbeam system. So the choice of SkyTrack actually allows you to kind of do whatever you wish to kind of do with the awning. It gives you lots of versatilities and options. Another sort of thing you can still have things like cable entry points. One thing I'm not overly convinced on is, in comparison with the normal Galli, or any of the other models such as the Cruise or the Keeler, you haven't got a storage area. With the attachment, because essentially it goes from a very narrow shape here outwards to towards your vehicle, whether it be a big camper van or a small little VW, you've got nowhere to store stuff. So if you're using it as sort of a to and fro, it's not a problem. But generally, I would, if you want to say like have a porta toilet or something like that, and leave it in that canopy area, really you'd be tripping over it every time you want to go, to and from places. And that's one thing I think for me, along with the inner bedroom, is probably something that it's due to the small compact size of it. But generally, it's as in terms of the awning, the quality, the fabric they use, the colour lock system. There's a lot of talking points here. And certainly if you want something that's not necessarily as big as the Galli, but sort of the feel of it without using the bedrooms, I think it's a really good option to go for. Certainly it was surprised me actually how popular it was for the 2018 season. So I can only think with the added extras and changes, even with things like the bag, I think that's going to be a really good thing going forward to 2019. You've still got lots of ventilation points as well, not only with the windows and meshes on both doors, but you've below the window and inside here and above here as well. You've got loads of things. So again, making it so fresh and airy inside of here, you can get a good circulation of air without having to worry about being kind of too hot. And yet again, that canopy open there on a nice day like today, breezing through, is actually pretty nice inside of here. But let us know what you think. Comment in below. Obviously, like us and subscribe our YouTube channel if you wish. But alternatively, you can always check out our other videos on these products.